It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. Let's get out of here. Aye.
Warning. Please lower your volume if you have hearing slurpitis. Aaron tries to encourage the body of Christ as he occasionally slurps his coffee and talks about the end of the world. Viewer discretion is advised.
Well, yeah, okay.
2 scoops of hallelujah, 1 scoop of praise the Lord. Guys, if you ever want these mugs, by the way, I've got a Zazzle link in my description box below. I don't talk about it much. I've got like sweaters and stuff like that too, and t-shirts and all that jazz. That's in the description box below. If you want to support the channel, I've got links in the description box below, PayPal, things and of that nature as well. And thank you for all those that support. All right, so I think this week's going to be huge. I'll just mention this chart one more time because this is probably the last time I'll mention it in an actual video. But we've got these 322s and 223s, and we've got the date March 23rd coming around the corner, March 22nd, March 20th. We'll probably post this on March 20th by the time it's up. But here's all the charts. Whoops, I got all these papers flying everywhere. And basically, March 20th was the start of the Iraq War. Okay, in 2003, all these 3s and 2s. The 322 is a skull and bones number. All right, March 22nd it equals 68. All the war started on a 68 day, and so it's not only a skull and bones number on March 22nd, but it's a 68. But March 22nd is, I'm going to say March 22nd and March 23rd is really the most perfect skull and bones date of all time. It's like the date. Like I really expect something to happen. It's also that Nintendo game that's coming out. It's also the day that the Georgia Guidestones were unveiled on March 22nd, 1980, etc., etc. So I really expect something crazy this week. I just do. You know, rapture or not, I'm not quite sure. It's Nissan 1. It's the beginning of the year. It's the head of the year. It's close to the timing of when I think Lazarus was raised by Jesus in John. Now, I brought up Lazarus in a video a few days ago. And it's funny because I went to church, and the pastor, whose name is Joshua, his wife's name is Jordan. So we got Joshua and we got a Jordan, okay? And Joshua brought the people over the Jordan at the Passover time, right before Passover, right? Okay. I got a hair sticking up. Or well, you guys got to deal with it, I guess. Anyway, so that's the pastor's name and the wife's name. And he brings up what I brought up in my video a couple days ago. Now, they're not looking for the rapture like we are here, but they're awesome people. But he brings up the story of Lazarus, and he reads John 12, 1 through 8. But the thing that he points out, and that I immediately grabbed my attention, was in verse 5. It says, why was this fragrant oil not sold for 300 denarii and given to the poor? Okay, so 300 denarii. Then I'm looking at this, and, you know, the pastor's trying to make a point about a different topic here, okay? But I'm looking at this 300 denarii, and I'm like, man, I wonder how much that's actually worth. And in my Bible, it says it's about a year's wage. And then later on, the pastor says it's a year's wage. And then I Google, well, how much would it be equivalent in our day? And here I am, because I'm looking for all the numbers. I'm looking for 23s and 30s in the Bible. I'm looking for all the patterns. And, well, the first thing that I Google on my phone, it says it's in today's times, it would be worth $30,000. Like, what? $30,000? And I'm trying to make connections with 30 AD as a second coming, right? And 23 as our departure year. I think it's just fascinating that this oil that Mary basically anointed Jesus' feet with was worth 300 denarii, which is equivalent to 30,000, according to this website. Now, of course, we would get all sorts of different numbers, but I think it's just fascinating that the first Google I did was 30,000, right? So, but a denarii is actually a day's wage. So basically, it's just saying it's worth 300 denarii is a yearly rate. But at any rate, even if you just looked at it as 300, that's fascinating. Ooh, one quick thing I forgot to put in the video: Judas sold Jesus for 30 pieces of silver, and it was Judas that was acknowledging that oil was worth 300 denarii. So Judas is connected with 30, and then Judas is connected with 300, and then we've got this connection with Judah and Judah from Old and New Testament to 2030. Real nice, real nice. -7. Let's get out of here. Now, I also was led to watch Rock Island Books video again. I put it on my community wall. I think it's a fascinating video. I want to go through that video slower and take it out and really understand everything that he's saying, because it's so cool. He's basically taking the first word of the Bible, the first sentence of the Bible, and just declaring a whole timeline off that. And I think it's fascinating. But the interesting thing is there's Hebrew letters that has a value of 200, a value of 300, and a value of 400. And so what he was implying was 4,000 years since the fall, since the sin of Adam, exactly would have been the day of the crucifixion. And he was speculating, which I think makes a lot of logical sense, that Adam was 33 and a half years old when they sinned, when they ate the fruit of the tree, so to speak. And so Adam was sinless up until that moment, and Jesus was sinless for 33 and a half years. He never did sin. But you get the point, right? The second Adam. So Adam number 1 and Adam number 2, both sinless for 33 and a half years. And then the curse was reversed on Passover. Christ reversed the curse on Passover. What I would say was probably an exact, perfect 4,000 years after Adam ate the fruit. I think in the book of Jubilees, was it, that it said that he might have had it in the second month, but I'm not quite sure. And but wouldn't it be interesting if Adam and Eve ate the fruit on Passover, and then Jesus reversed the curse exactly to the day 4,000 years later on the cross? My speculation is Jesus died in 30 AD. That's my guess. I made a video on that about a week or two ago. And if he did, and Adam fell exactly to the day 4,000 years before that, that's perfect. Now, if you look at that first phrase or the word, the Hebrew word, we've got a 200, we've got a value of 200, we've got a value of 300, we've got a value of 400. And I'd like to do some more videos on this and really understand it and then explain it in a more simple format. But we have a 200, we got a 300, we got a 400. That 400 could represent 4,000 years since the fall. That 300 could represent 3,000 years after the crucifixion comes after the millennial reign. And that 200 could represent 2,000 years from Christ's death on the cross in 30 AD to 2030. Again, we're speculating with some of this stuff, but we've got to be super close, and I think God is going to do this just perfectly. And so far, it looks good. It looks real good for a very soon departure. So I wanted to bring up my experience at the church there. I wanted to bring up the video with Rock Island. And there are some other connections too. Again, I'm doing some light studies on Judah and how there's usually a 30 or 33 or whatever, or 300 or a 3,000 connected with Judah. Samson, remember 3,000 died. Remember he had 300 foxes. Samson's riddle, there was 30 people, 30. Lots of the word Judahs and 30s connected in the Old Testament. So I'll probably be studying a bit of that, pointing to the second coming. Someone left a comment and bringing up Luke 14:30. Or is it Mark 13:30? I think it's Mark 13:30. Here it is. Jesus said to him, "Assuredly, I say to you that today, even this night, before the rooster crows twice, you will deny me 3 times." So we got a 2 and we have a 3 in verse 30 of Mark. I might have said this in a video before, but Genesis 2, verse 23. This is when Adam is declaring his wife in front of him, his partner. "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man." So Genesis 2:2-3 could represent 2023 when Jesus declares his bride in front of him visually. Okay, I don't know. Fun connection there. Oh yeah, there was some other math that I wanted to say. Again, I wanted to just remind you of this. I mentioned this in a video a while ago. In John 2, there was a mention of 20 or 30 gallons, and some translations will say 2 or 3 firkins. So isn't that cool? When you turn the water into wine, it's 20 or 30, and then some translations will say 2 or 3, which is making that connection with 23 and 2030. All right, one more fun math thing, and then I'll let you guys go. Thanks for hanging out and waiting for Jesus. Okay, this could be something, this could be nothing, but for all those math guys out there, I thought this was pretty neat. So 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 33 is 6. 2 times 333 is 666. 2 times 33333 is 6666. If you reverse the numbers on the other side, you get the same answer. So 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 22 is 66. 3 times 222 is 666. The reason, and 2 divided by 3 with 23, right, is 0.66666 infinity. 20 divided by 30 is 0.66666. So basically, 2s and 3s have this incredible relationship with an infinite number of 6s, and we know the mark of the beast is 666. So, and again, 2023, 2 plus 2 plus 3 is 7. How long is this trib? 7 years. So we've got this real nice mathematical, everything just fits real nice. But we are only humans interpreting what we see, so we don't really know. But anyway, just wanted to say this one more time. I do think this week's going to be huge, okay? I do think it's going to be a big deal. I think something significant is going to happen in either economically or war or politically. I don't know, but something's going to happen. Isn't Trump going to jail or something on the 21st? I don't know. I expect to see something Wednesday, Thursday, something like that, okay? Get tight with Christ. Salvation verses are always in my description box below. Hopefully we saw it fly soon. Until then, keep on reading the Bible and getting tight with Christ and hanging out with other like-minded Jesus believers. Okay, guys? Take it easy. One day closer. See you in the clouds. Go, Jesus, go. Bye-bye.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.